All right, I'm Shaka Chen, of course, Mrs. Trump and the GE. Jeff Teague takes the petty route versus Nancy Lieberman. And one of the most incredulous uh, beefs on the internet right now is former NBA player Jeff Teague and former college superstar Nancy Lieberman are going at it. And that was never on my bingo card. But anyway, Jeff Teague has a podcast called, I think it's called Podcast 520, and he made some comments about Caitlin Clark that implied that she was good but not great. And Nancy Lieberman took exception to it. She said that she didn't agree with Jeff Teague, and that Jeff Teague's own career he wasn't that good either. He was serviceable, as if amongst the roster of Pimp Magic Don Juan, or he was probably the bottom chick, the one who had to work in the rain, had to work the most dangerous areas. So the word she used was serviceable, which is mildly disrespectful. And Jeff T clapped back, and he took the Betty route. So here's something he said on Twitter about Nancy Lieberman. I'm going to try to share my screen. So it shows here, it says, my career was kind of like your son in the Big Three. Only thing is my mom didn't draft me. So that was pretty petty. And he says here, LOL, you got it, OG. I ain't going to fry you. Just said I think she's good, not great. I think Kelsey is better, that's all, but I'm serviceable. That's kind of true. My career was kind of like your son's in the Big Three. Only thing was my mom didn't draft me. Nah, I'm joking. Anyway, so he made a reference to Nancy Lieberman's son, which is kind of a low blow. But anyway, he called her OG. And then he went back on his own podcast. All right. He went back on his own podcast and responded to her again and kind of cleaned up some of what he said about Caitlin Clark, and then added more disrespect. So here goes.
Today. Oh man. Another week, man. Teague, you did it again.
What did I do?
In a news cycle for something you may have said a long time ago.
What did I say?
You said Caitlin Clark is a good player, but she's not that good. I said, damn.
First of all, what I said was Caitlin Clark is not a good player, because we were speaking on, if you watch Reba. Matter of fact, I'm calling you Reba because my mom used to like that show. And used to be like, I'm a survivor. My mom used to watch that show for real. And you look like Reba, or you look like Lady Off Married with Children. But anyway, listen. I said she was good. Like I didn't want to do that, but I'm gonna make a joke. I don't even want you OG. I respect whatever you did in your career. I'm not familiar with your game. I didn't watch women's basketball. I wasn't born when you played. Yeah. No disrespect. But I was saying Caitlin Clark is a good player. Mm-hmm. She only been in the league for 2 years. She can't be a great player. Only great player ever came in the league like that was Candace Parker. Well, Candace Parker damn near won MVP as a rookie.
She did.
She's not the only one though. A lot of motherfuckers came into the league and stepped, bro. Like Maya Moore came into the league and stepped.
She was good. And then she turned great.
Came in that motherfucking and stepped.
They were good. They turned great. I'm not saying Caitlin Clark gonna be a great player, but right now she's just a good player. There's people in the league better than her.
Yeah, you weren't wrong for your take.
Yeah, she's on her way.
And it's your opinion too. Yeah. I don't think it like.
Yeah, I don't understand why she.
Because we argue about that on our show.
But she didn't watch the show because we were debating about who's the best player on the Fever.
Yeah.
So instead of her not watching the show and just taking a clip and then trying to have a moment because I could really give you a moment. I was about to wild on here, but
There's
I'm
some
gonna
different
respect you.
smoke on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna respect you because you're a woman. I can't really.
And you
can't-
older
Yeah,
too.
you older.
We
I
ain't
can't
about to
debate
do
with
all
no
that
woman.
with
Like
you.
I'm just playing.
Hey,
with you.
what had me crying is her son put the 50 meme up after we said, but damn, I'm just like your son said, my mom driver. He said, what did he say fuck me for?
Cause I can't talk about your mama, bro. It's all love.
All right, so he cleaned it up a little bit, and what he's saying makes sense now. That she can't possibly be a great player. She hasn't been in the league long enough, which is a fair point. She didn't really have a body of work, and this season she's been injured. She's been banged up. I think she probably missed like almost half the season so far with injury. So far it's been a wash for her. But I don't know whether his original comments were just clipped or what have you, but that's how I came across that. This is what he said, that she wasn't that good, or she wasn't great. She was good but not great, or what have you. And that's what was shown on the Big Three podcast with Michael Beasley and Nancy Lieberman, where she was a guest. And Jeff Teague had to have known how that would have been taken. It created a viral moment, and he is strange credulity to believe that he didn't think that would go viral by those comments about Caitlin Clark. At the end of the day, anything you say about Caitlin Clark that's not stellar is going to go viral. So why say anything? You know it's going to go viral. You know how it's going to be taken. And a lot of these podcasts out there, a million podcasts, and they're having difficulty getting traction. And a lot of times people feel like they have to say something wild or crazy to get attention. I find it hard to believe that Jeff Teague didn't know those comments would be picked up by somebody and commented on, and that wouldn't have created a viral moment, first of all. Secondly, Nancy Lieberman was, and Ann Meyer at one point, one of the biggest things in college basketball before Shore Miller came along. So you gotta put respect on her name. Calling her Reba, and calling her the lady, look like the lady from Married with Children, the wife from the TV show Married with Children, is a bit disrespectful and a bit personal. So I'm assuming this is going to be the end of the T between Nancy Lieberman and Jeff Teague. But at the end of the day, the WNBA is relevant. Caitlin Clark is relevant, and WNBA is relevant. Everybody's talking about the WNBA and Caitlin Clark. So I think it's just, unless you want a viral moment, I think it's best just to keep it classy with Caitlin Clark and just say specifically what you mean. And keep the comments to a minimum. Make sure whatever you say about Caitlin Clark are going to be fact-based, because everybody's watching. She's the most talked about thing in the WNBA, and she's creating a lot of eyeballs, and she's creating a lot of attention for the league, and she's bringing a lot of money. The same way Tiger Woods, the same effect Tiger Woods had on golf. Anything someone said about Tiger Woods when he first came to professional golf that was seen as negative went viral, and people knew it was going viral. So it's a viral moment for Jeff Teague's podcast. So congratulations. But anyway, it's Trump and the GE. Thank you for listening.